Is this Devon's son Milo arm wrestling in this video, or is it Devon himself? It's kind of confusing between these two. Hello arm wrestling fans, in today's video we are going to discuss John Brzenk being featured on the cover of Men's Health magazine, Todd Hutchings about the Devon vs Levan rematch, then a young Devon Larratt arm wrestling, and finally what are the top YouTube channels if you search the word arm wrestling. An arm wrestler on the cover of Men's Health magazine is obviously an amazing news. I asked ChatGPT to give me a summary of this, and here are the 10 concise brief points from the article featuring the GOAT John Brzenk. So if you will see on Facebook, this doesn't have much attention from the fans. But it is a website, so they're getting most of the traffic there directly. So basically this article discusses John Brzenk's match with Sasha Andreev, his training philosophy, him talking about steroid usage, John being open about the testosterone usage, which is the fountain of youth, and a bunch of other interesting things. I think it's a great deal for the arm wrestling community, and we should popularize this topic as much as we can. The magazine will be out in the physical form in either January or February. Many people are already thinking about buying it. Todd Hutchings predicted the Devon vs Levan match, and he believes that there is a chance for Devon to win this one. It's certainly possible. He might be the favorite going in or 50-50, but it would not surprise me if Devon beats him only because Hermes gave Devon a roadmap. Levan is still the man, but I think Devon's chances against Levan were always better than Hermes. There is one big difference between the 2022 and this upcoming 2024 match between Devon and Levan. In 2022, Devon started as a huge underdog, not only in his own eyes, but in the eyes of the arm wrestling community as well. But this time, I think he may be the favorite not only in his eyes once again, but also maybe slightly, but in the eyes of the arm wrestling community as well. So a funny story from that podcast with Todd Hutchings. Todd said that he was told by some people to not rub Matevarangi Heta Morris's head because it's a traditional issue. Those people, those tribal people do not like that kind of behavior. And Todd was like, I appreciate the info, and he did not do that because he did not want to aggravate things after that. And then they were discussing the Dadikyan versus Irakli Zerakashvili match. Both Todd Hutchings and Travis Brzenk, surprisingly and shockingly to me, were discussing a hook match as if it is going to be a hook match between Toddzilla and Dadikyan, while both of them are top rollers. Neither of these two is a hook arm wrestler. That's totally strange to me. And Travis went as far as saying that he was surprised when Dadikyan kind of hooked Irakli Zerakashvili. In which round, my question is. All three of the pins were clear top rolls. I don't think Dadikyan ever hooks anyone on the right arm. So is this a miscalculation from these two, or maybe they have not analyzed his practice pulls with Denis Siplenkov in which he has never hooked? Maybe I missed something. If you didn't, please mention in the comments. So young Devon Larratt arm wrestling. This footage is gold. This is a footage from the 1995 Alberta tournament in Canada. Devon is probably 19 or 20 years old here and maybe in his first year of arm wrestling. You can see he's going for a quick sideways press kind of move, a typical beginner's move, and gets the success. You may have heard Devon say that the beginners right now in today's world are already having nice technique on the table. That wasn't the case back in the days, back in the 90s or even 2000s. Because there were no experienced arm wrestlers available online, there were no videos to learn from. And after that you can see Devon trying to go outside, getting sucked in a hook, losing in a hook. And by the way, he's looking exactly like his older son Milo Larratt. So even the #1 guy in the world started off by losing in tournaments. So if you are losing, maybe you shouldn't get demotivated. Maybe you're the next Devon Larratt of the world. Well, of course, you have to have some kind of genetics similar to Devon as well. But I think this can be a great motivating video, not only for Devon's sons, but for the entire arm wrestling community. And Devon must also appreciate this golden footage. And for the final arm wrestling update, this is an interesting post by Simply Barter that I found in the arm wrestling Reddit community. Kings of YouTube Arm Wrestling 2023. So basically the idea is to search the best arm wrestling channels, best in the sense of being promoted by YouTube, if we just search the word arm wrestling. So disclaimer, these are not the best channels overall, just the best channels if you search by the word arm wrestling. So let's see, if we search by shorts, then clearly Constant Gains, Sachin Biceps King, Vaibhav Aroda, Pro Panja League, 3 back-to-back Indian YouTube channels, Arm Bandito, Kaushik Shiv, another Indian YouTube channel, Yadav Boy Jogender. So I don't really upload any shorts, so that's why you won't see my name here. If we search to 1 to 4 minute YouTube content, then it's your boy Arm Wrestling News has made the top of the list. Thank you guys. Till to West Arm Wrestling, Voice of Arm Wrestling Elysium, East versus West Arm Wrestling TV. So basically the idea is to have the word arm wrestling written in your YouTube channel's name, which really helps, obviously helps. If we go to 4 to 20 minutes of content, then Arm Wrestling News at the top once again. We have 507 videos, 14 million views. Voice of Arm Wrestling, 276 videos, 7 million views. Arm Wrestling TV, Global Arm Wrestling. If we go back to 1 to 4 minutes, then we had 7 million views, 248 videos. Okay, 14 million. And if we go to the long form content, which is over 20 minutes, then let's see what we have. World Arm Wrestling Federation at the top, Paul Italia. Then Arm Wrestling News, again, Larry Wheels, Voice of Arm Wrestling, Engin Terzi, Arm Wrestling Derek, Aussie Arm Wrestler. So if we search by everything, if we combine everything and take the average out, Arm Wrestling News is at the top. Your boy, Arm Wrestling News. Thank you guys. I really appreciate this support. Without you, this channel wouldn't be anything.